Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today it is Gems of War Guild Wars Week 28, Day 4, a yellow day. So today we're going to be messing around with the new team that has been made possible as of recently with some of the things that have been added to the game. Been using it for most of my yellow and brown since basically it has come into existence. Gorgolfa, Guard's Avatar, Prismatic Orb with the Bard class, and the Scorpius. It has been going pretty well for us. Also, what on earth is the team we're up against? That is a little bit of a strange team. Okay, yep, it is indeed Guild Wars. Okay, in we go. Almost like a one trophy battle for a second. It even has lower team score. I guess they just happen to have a low level player in the guild, and we just happen to be up against them this time around. Well, I guess we got lucky for our first battle. Watch us still lose, no. Though this is a pretty bad starting board, so we'll smooth that over. Hopefully he'll take the skull, and he does. Very nice. We'll just get that for pure mana for herself. And we'll go from there. Okay. Yellow, take that down. Get a guard. Do something good. Nope, complete miss. Just let me turn the volume up. I can barely hear the game. There we go. Now we can hear all the animations. Actually, I don't even know if that makes the game louder on your end or not. On the viewing end. I know it makes it louder on my end. There we go. Okay. Do we guard now? Is that enough damage? I'm going to calculate this out. This is Guild Wars, so it matters if it is or isn't. Where's the calculator? 1 second. 118 divided by 2. Divided by 2 plus whatever his magic is. Or damage is. 17 plus 17. That comes out to 76 damage. That is a little short. Though there are some of them with enough HP that it would be short regardless. So yeah, we'll just throw it. And can we get a skull? No, we cannot. So Gorgolfa into whatever. There we go. And there's our whatever. Do we just take skull? Or do we Gorgolf? Actually, let me Gorgolf so we get slightly more points. There we go. That makes almost no difference. Probably got like a 5 points more from doing that, but hey, 5 points is 5 points. Tomorrow, puzzle quest instead of Gems of War? No, we ended up doing the poll earlier, and basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing Gems of War for a few hours, a little bit shorter than what we normally might. We're still going to be doing it for enough time to give out 2 redeem codes and still go over stuff and all that. But then we'll take a small break, probably eat, and then go into puzzle quests basically until the 8 p.m. stream. That's basically the plan for tomorrow. But yes, from around, I don't want to give an exact time because it could change here and there, but probably from around 3 p.m.-ish until about 7 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time, which is basically 5 hours prior to now and 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, is likely when we're going to be doing Puzzle Quest. Somewhere around that general time frame. Okay. Also, hello Maximuse, hello Bridget, hello War, hello Henny, hello Jonathan, and hello Nando. Welcome all. Welcome, welcome. Okay. But yeah, we're still going to be doing the 2 redeem codes and all the normal stuff and chilling in the morning that we normally would for Gems of War. Probably be on our other account a little bit too. I do want to make sure we get to 1.9k PvP points as normal and all that kind of stuff. Let's see. We'll get a Gorgolfa down. Probably get a buff on it. Oh, there's not that many colors though. Where's all the color? Please hit yellow. That is not yellow. Luckily he didn't extra turn that though, and then we can just Gorgolf. There we go, get that into a guard. And that is calculator time. 159 divided by 2. Actually 158 because we know it gets rounded down anyways. 158 divided by 2 plus, I keep forgetting, 16. Well, it does change occasionally. Plus 16. 95. Is that enough to team wipe? Yes, it is. That is way more than enough to team wipe. Oh, of course he revives. Never mind. Well then. Was not factoring that into if he would die. He's gonna take so many points away from us because of that. Fail. So I had nothing to do with that. Alright, we can just Gorgolf into the win. Do we take this? I guess so. Nope, not dead yet. He still gets a poke off. And now we just kill with Gorgolfa so we get some of the mana. That full board clear, you get such an easy board clear when you keep giving it 2 magic every single turn. That's a lot of magic. Oh, there we go. On to the next one. Oh, there it is. I was wondering when this would come around. The Scion Ragnagord combo. They're everywhere. No, famine def this time, though. It's not as annoying without a famine, but he has Spirit Fox, so that's going to kind of serve the purpose of doing that. Who do I want him to hit right now? Well, we're going to do yellow regardless, so let's just take yellow, I guess. So he'll do that. Go take some manas. It looks like we get Orb at this point. Would be the best bet. And not go for Gorgolfa mana at all. There we go, get Orb. Skull or not to Skull? That is the question. Yeah, I think we Skull here. It's not gonna get him anywhere near killed, but it'll start the process. And we throw that on guard, even if it doesn't give us anything. Hey, he gives us some mana, nice. Oh, a lot of yellow. Oh, full mana, perfect. Exactly what we needed. And we can just throw that down. Oh, should have taken that brown, fail. Okay, he has full mana now, but we could just keep boosting. Nice. Ooh, too bad there's not an extra turn to get full right now. That'd be very useful. There's almost a guaranteed chance he's go. Oh, never mind. I thought he had Spirit Fox. I was gonna say he's gonna target the thing, but no, he can't target it. Try for the extra turn. Wow, we actually got it. Oh, we didn't get the cascaded mana we needed. I don't think there's gonna be any way that we could get around that. I guess we'll just take some red for now. That will obviously get drained in a second. Oh, he didn't go for it. What? Okay. Not gonna question it. That was strange. Thank you. Good job, AI. Very smart. Well, that helped us a very, very large amount. That is for sure. Good job, AI. You play very well. Very helpful AI. Okay. And now we just Gorgolfa into almost anything. If we could actually get something that can hit. Do we just throw it? Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything else. Oh, hello, red. I'm still going to leave it there in case we spawn red. Nope, we got yellow. And down it goes. Way overkill. Hello, Adrian. Welcome. And hello, Alexanico. What is the best way to farm gold other than PvP? PvP is about the only way, but if you wanted alternative means, always checking your tribute every hour is a way that you could gain gold quite a bit. I think our next one's in like 10 minutes or so. The other way is gold keys. If you obtain them by means of not paying gold for them, they do drop quite a bit of gold on top of like as one of the rewards. Like you get about on average, I would say, actually I don't even know what the average would be for every 50. I want to say 1,000. Somewhere around 500 to 1,000 on average you would get from opening every 50, which comes out to like what, at minimum like 10 to 20 gold per key. So if you're accumulating gold keys by other means, that can start to stack up quite a bit over time. I believe the absolute quickest way to do non-PvP gold is if there's ever an event where it says plus 500 gold for something in Explore. That is about the best time, and then you just go to any Explore that you want to go into and just use whatever the requirement was and then keep spamming that. Explore in general is also pretty quick. It's, I believe, quicker than maps if you want to accumulate resources like that. For example, if we go use the Bombot team real quick and just go to Explore, you can see that we can end up winning in a very, very quick amount of time. I'm not using the correct hero class, but it'll still probably win in seconds. So we're going to run this standard team pretty quick. Let's actually get the timer up, bro. Let's see. I'll leave it run for like 3 seconds since I already started the battle. Let's see. How long does it take? It's about 3 wins per minute, but let me just get the little timer. Oh, wait. Oops. That's pointless. I forgot. I don't have the little timer for this interface. Fail. Never mind. Scratch that. But, yeah, it's pretty easy to tell that's going to go quick. 1 second. Let me go get rid of the timer now. I could always make an interface for it. It's not that big a deal, though. Close window. There we go. Okay. But yeah, we could just win like this. Throw that down. Okay, that failed a little bit, but we'll go get the full mana. Move that over. And at the end of the battle, I think we get 500 something gold, somewhere around that general ballpark. Ah, no, what are you doing? You're slowing us down. Okay, where's our purple? Take that. Let him take the skull. He doesn't go for it. Perfect. Oh, we're entangled. Hello. You would hit the one that actually matters for you to hit. Good job, AI. It's paying attention now. Of course, when we're not in Guild Wars. I guess that's the best time for it not to pay attention, though. But you do gain a decent amount of gold, and you can easily win twice per minute, which would be upwards of 1,000 gold per minute then. So that's not too bad. But yeah, that's about the other way. I don't think Treasure Hunt is quicker than doing an Explore for gold. The only thing that Treasure Hunt is really good for is gems, glory, and trait stones. Those are about the only 3 that it's spectacular at. All the other resources, it's kind of just pretty average. And gold being one of them that's really average at. Yeah, I would say stick with Explore then. Would probably be your best bet. I just want to do this real quick to kind of show you how much this would actually end up giving. We're going to go through it pretty quick. We're not going to do like a full-blown map, just doing basically whatever we see first, getting it down as quick as possible. As I'm doing that, though, sometimes the ones I try doing quick as possible are some of the best maps I ever do, oddly enough. Let's see, move that over. Move that down. Let's see, it's really bad to take from the top like I'm doing right now. Let's see, we'll move that one down, move that one down. Move that one over. Nice little cascade. Feels nice to do maps again. I very, very rarely ever do them. I hope they do a nice buff for them whenever they do decide to buff them. They have mentioned that they're going to be looking into reworking them a little bit to make them more desirable to actually do. So that'd be amazing once maps actually become useful again. They have not been for a very, very long time. Or at least unless you're a newer player, of course. They're still useful for them. Okay, we'll move that over, and nope, it didn't end yet. Still in it. Still in it. Right when it's like about to end. Nope. Get a billion more turns. Move that one over. Move that one. Yep. Lucky cascades off the top. I'll take it. Very nice. Okay, we're starting to run out of room, though, to do anything. Yeah, it's over now. There it goes. As you can see, that took, what, about 2 minutes? And we end up getting from it even less gold in more time. You do get a bunch of other resources, obviously. Wait, wow. That was really focused on resources. But, yeah, you can see it's okay for glory. It's okay for souls. Or actually, not really okay for souls. You can do soul farming much quicker than this. Only thing it's particularly good for is glory, gems, and trait stones are the only things that's relatively quick in. Gold, I would not bother with it, and souls, I would not bother. Quicker to do soul farming teams, and quicker just to do explore. Particularly PvP is way, way quicker, but if you don't want to do PvP, explore is your next best bet. But yeah, there you go. Let's go back to the guild wars. Where were we? Battle number 4. What do we have? A Humility, Courage, Draculus, Elamagrim. Oh, don't click that team. I almost just clicked yes to battle. That would have been a huge fail. Not only would it have lost, but it also wasn't the right color. That would have been a huge fail. Anyways, this is the yellow day, right? Yep. Always wanted to double check. I have yet to use the wrong color team, and it will never happen. I will never click the wrong color. I checked way too many times for me to accidentally do that. Let's see here. Even before the stream, I'll check like 5 times. It's like, nope. Where to move, where to move. We need Gorgolfa, so we'll take that down. He doesn't give us anything. I could take a skull and try moving something near it. I don't really want to do anything with the armor poking there, though. Got to be really careful around him. We'll go take a red to the blue. That will give us a cast to throw on him. Okay, that didn't quite do much. So we'll move that over. Here's our brown, finally. And now we can just Gorgolfa into everything else. Let's see. Hello, Jeremiah. Welcome. Let's see. You used Gorgolfa, Famine, Shadow Dragon, and Scorpius? That sounds pretty decent. You used Gorgolfa, Dawnbringer, and Furnace Manticore. That also sounds pretty good, with the impervious back slot and the damage and everything. Yeah, I haven't been using Dawnbringer much on Yellow Guild War Day, or any Guild War Day for that matter. I don't know why. It's not that bad of a weapon, I just haven't really been bothering with it compared to other options. But yeah, with Bard, assuming you have fully traded Bard, which is likely, it is very, very powerful, that is for sure. Okay, we'll get one big hit off. He is burned since he's undead. If we get extra turn here, that'd be amazing. That's not an extra turn. Oh, is that enough mana for full? No, it is not. How do we play this? I think I play it safe and do the 4 times red into a Gorgolfa. Oh! Please tell me we have +1 brown right now. The answer is yes. And that's match. There we go. That was decently lucky. And we're almost 7,000 rating, which is like what? If I had to guess, we're like 35,000 place. Let me see. Nope, a little bit higher than that. We're 29,751. I remember when a rating like this would be like I wouldn't say top 100, but like top 500, I think. How times have changed. Also, it used to only take not even like 15,000 to get onto the top 100 leaderboard by the end of the week. And now it's the end of Friday, which is still 2 entire more days. And it's already at 20.5 thousand. Or 20,000. Let's just leave it at that, 20,000. Yeah, I believe it gets to about 23 to 25,000 now by the end of the week. Probably more towards 25, because I know it was getting to about 23 earlier. So it has probably increased even more on average. Oh, why am I clicking on that? That is not the right place to go. I need to go to Guild Wars. Do the final battle against the Hurricane Job. Against Scion. Why is everyone in this guild using Desdemona? Herdmaster and Spirit Fox. I guess because a lot of people do use Daemon-focused Yellow Days because of Amnesia and stuff like that. I've been trying to do that a little bit. But, yeah, I guess they're just trying to counter that, I would assume. Okay. Where to go? I definitely want to make sure we have full Gorgolfa mana by the end of this turn. Yeah, I know, it takes forever to farm Dawnbringer. And it's going to take even longer once another mythic weapon comes out. That is going to be dreadful. I tried already to... We did an entire stream where we were trying to farm souls. And we only, like, did a little bit chip. A little small chip at the amount of souls we actually need to accumulate before they do another update to it. It might come out and I might not even have enough souls to go do it. In which case, we'll have to farm a bunch more, but hopefully we'll get somewhat close. Okay, game plan here. She is a Daemon, right? I could just silence her. Oh, this is super easy. I'm not even going to buff right now. We'll just let it do a standard 2-shot. So we'll do that. Buff it now. That's silenced. Use Gorgolfa into whatever, and should almost be match. Just need to get that last little bit of mana on it. Gorgolfa would be a surefire thing, so we'll just do that. Oh, okay, I'm wrong. It's not surefire. 1 mana off. How could he do this to us? There we go. And that's match. And our score should be upwards of 9,300. And if it's not, then I have no clue where we went wrong, because that was pretty solid. Yep, 9,400. Perfect. Actually, 9,500 plus would be perfect. But that's still really, really decent. So there we go. I'll take it. Looks like we win today. Though our ranking is a little low. The Black Hand is actually ahead of us. That was the guild I was originally in when I first started this game 3 years ago. But yeah, it's been that long now. But that's how long that guild has been around. It has been basically non-existent for the last several months, but as of recently, the last like 2 or 3 months, whoever they have in leadership now has really buckled down and basically completely overhauled the entire guild. And there they are, ahead of us now, or at least for the time being. Hopefully we don't lose them. Need to make those top 2 so we get back to the higher rewards. Just for getting back into Bracket 1, we end up getting a minimum of 100 more gems per week. Assuming we stay there as well. It's a whole 100 gem difference making it up there. Unless we make dead last, but that's I don't think we've ever made dead last. Even when we move down in bracket, we generally go ninth, not dead last. But yeah, that's basically a guaranteed 100 gems per week just from getting there. Anyways, that's dungeons. Let's go. Oh, there's a tribute. We could get our resources. How much resources do we end up getting? So we get a lot of gold. Actually, that's only about 1 battle's worth of gold, so I guess not necessarily a lot. 5 gems. Bunch of souls, about 1 battle's worth. The glory is where it's really huge. That amount of glory takes like half an hour to obtain, I think. Anywhere from like 15 to 30 minutes, somewhere around that general ballpark. It gives a very generous amount of glory. All the other resources are pretty lame though. Other than the gems. The gems and glory are the only 2 real big ones there. Did you see Holag wants to be kicked on Monday? Yes. We were going to do so regardless. I know. He even sent me a message on the forum and explained everything with what's been going on lately. But yeah, I'll be able to or hopefully we'll be able to get someone in that place. I don't have currently anyone lined up, but I'll probably make a post about it either later tomorrow night or something, just so we can get some ahead of time. What are trophies for? Trophies serve almost no purpose other than 2 things, both of which are kind of trivial. Well, one of them isn't, and one of them is. You get a small amount of daily gold. They might eventually rework the system, but there's a daily gold system that you end up getting, and I believe if you play for 7 days or more in a row, it gives you a 500 gold per day, which is ridiculously small these days. But that is boosted by your daily bonus thing. And this daily bonus is increased by how high and how many trophies your guild has. The maximum you can have is 600% once you have 1 million plus trophies, though that's really unrealistic. I believe your normal bonus would be like 300% for like 1,500 gold or something. That's what one thing is for. And the other thing is for the ladder, where it shows the total amount of trophies. This is mainly for helping to recruit people. They really don't serve any purpose other than just kind of a, hey, here's where our guild is kind of ranked and how many trophies we have. For the most part, you won't really need to compete with these at all because a good majority of the people that are on these top 50 lists have been around for a very, very long time. So it's kind of unrealistic, though there are some up-and-coming guilds that do come on here. Like, I don't know any off the top of my head, but there are a couple of them within here that actually have been created within the last 6 months and have managed to get all the way onto the leaderboard, but it's mainly just for recruiting purposes, so you can say, like, hey, I am a rank 20 guild, come join us, blah, blah, blah. Here's all of our minimums and stuff. But yeah, trophies serve almost no purpose whatsoever currently in the game. They're only used for this leaderboard and for a very, very trivial amount of gold bonus, and that's literally it. That's it. Nothing else. So yeah, you don't really need to worry about trophies. Though trophies in the regard of these kind of battles, it's the easiest one is always to the left and the hardest one is always to the right. So that's one way to kind of gauge it as well. You can basically just ignore the trophy values, but it does help to kind of determine like how hard the battle is. Because generally your 1 trophy is very, very easy battles, and your 3 trophy will be relatively hard. And particularly in casual, what you can do is just keep repicking. And while most of these do tend to be towards the easier side, you can get some super easy ones on your casual 1 trophy. As you can see, we can get this guy for only 5,900 rating. We could probably 2-shot most of his team. And and the such like that. So you can go and, let's say, like on a week where there's a bonus for using a certain troop, like this week, a Monster Muncher gives you 500 additional gold. While it may cost you several times to click this, you will be able to get a super, super easy battle like this guy, who's going to be like a 2-shot for us, and then just kill him out, and you'd be good to go, and then you still get the full 500 bonus gold, which ramps it all the way up to something like this battle. Like we could do that right now with this team that we have set up. It's not the quickest thing to wipe them out with, but it has Monster Muncher on it, so we get additional 500 gold, and it will only take us like 30 seconds or so, assuming it goes well, to take him out. Okay, maybe a little bit longer. A little bit of a bad starting board. But it takes relatively quick, and then we get all the extra resources for basically no effort whatsoever. We'll do that. Dragon Soul, Christine X should be dead by then. Actually, we might need one more follow-up shot, but we already got it right there, so that works. Do that on green, so we get the extra turn, and the follow-up, and we get a bunch of souls, and we get the extra gold. But yeah, you can just do things like that with that. Yeah, trophies are pretty trivial, bottom line. You can just ignore them pretty much forever. Hey, I just noticed something. It doesn't show us getting a trophy on this screen. It gypped us a trophy! Wait, do we seriously not get a trophy for that? Or does it just not show trophy gains anymore? I don't even know. Anyways. Game is being weird. We'll go into this, and then I need to go do dungeons before I forget, because I will forget. Okay, we'll go move that over. How long should it take to farm 6 arcanes? No more than 2 hours. If you're lucky, 1 hour. But yeah, it should take about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Can be done in 1 hour, but it depends on luck. I would say it's an average of about 5 arcanes per hour. Though, of course, that can be less or more depending on luck. That's assuming you win at least 2 battles per minute. Also, do keep that in mind. Whenever I ever say an arcane value, I generally assume at minimum 2 wins per minute, which of course is 1 win every 30 seconds. There are teams that can win even quicker than that. There are teams that can win once every 20 seconds. But I just assume once every 30 seconds, because there are several teams that are capable of doing that. Yeah, I think I've gotten 3 arcanes in 5 minutes before. We have gotten that lucky, though those are obviously outliers. We'll go for Gorgotha there. Needed 7, down to 5 now. Gonna trait Bard class fully on Scorpius Mythic. Oh, nice. Yeah, I almost forget what it's like to farm trait stones. I know what it was on my other account, but on my other account I was too lazy. We basically started farming for about 30 minutes. We didn't end up getting it, and then I was like, wait, why don't I just craft it? And then it's like, yeah, we'll just craft it. And then that's what we did. And then boom, we got it done. But yeah, I was too lazy to actually farm a single runic trait stone. But it wasn't that. We ended up playing a lot of battles. We ended up playing a couple dozen and somehow did not get a single runic despite playing in Forest of Thorns. I didn't reach Explore, which is one of the reasons why we didn't really get it. I was just doing like the quest line, but still didn't end up getting any. But yeah, I just decided to craft it. When you only need a small amount, despite the crafting system not being the best balanced resources as far as like how much they cost, if you need them in a pinch, I would say they're worth it for the time that it would save you. If you only need to craft a few, that is, of course. If you need to craft a lot, then it's not really worth it. But if you only need like 5, I think that would be a small enough amount that it wouldn't really matter if you go to the Soul Forge to craft it. Especially if you plan on using it for something like Guild Wars or something. Because those kind of teams you would need as immediately as possible. Oh, why didn't I munch? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, why didn't I muncher him? He's not a monster. That may be why. Just possibly. Do I give him yellow? The obvious answer to this is no, but I'm slightly tempted because of the options we currently have. I'll move that over. And I'm still tempted to take that skull. You know what? No, I can't take that yellow either. Because I need to make sure we take it. We'll just move that down. We'll do that. We'll give us all that yellow. Oh, can we actually turn that? No, we can't. Because that purple right there ruined it. We could if that purple wasn't there. Oh, what do we do here? We need to do something big. The glasses are dirty. First thing I need to do after this stream is clean them. Let's see. What's the game plan here then? I guess we take the yellow. Okay, we got Dragon Soul. That doesn't really help us much. Colors, colors. Which one do we go for? I'm leaning towards... I don't even know what I'm leaning towards at this point. I need to think of what he's going to do for a follow-up as well, if this does fail. I think I'm going for red. Nope. Okay. So we need a poke really badly, so we'll go for that. Oh, 5 times brown. There we go. Thank you very much. And we get full Dragon Soul. And it's immune, so you can't do any damage. Skull into Dragon Soul, so we get him out the way. Let me take a brown as well. Nice extra turn out of random. The sky is nice to us today. And we'll go for Gorgolfa. Never mind. Oh, I forgot we're frozen on him. Fail. We'll throw that down. I almost just took that brown, too. So, yeah, that should be a win. We just take the red. Do another Dragon Soul. That should kill him. Never mind, I forgot we don't have more dragons. But we can Gorgolfa into another Dragon Soul. And then just munch. And that's match. Come on, cast. And that's match. How about another one? There we go. Kill with just Dragon Souls. All the Dragon Soul. You can't afford to give up those runics to craft arcanes. Aw, or celestials. Yeah, it costs some celestials too. It is quite expensive actually to do arcanes. The runics are worth it, and the miners are worth it. But yeah, arcanes are quite expensive. Unless you really, really want them. Let's see, how much are they? I know it was like, I think 2 runics of both and 2 celestials or something. Or are they even more than that? Who knows? Let's see. I haven't actually ever crafted an arcane. I have done runics, and I believe I did a little bit of miners on the other account as well. Oh wow, it's even more than that. 3 runics each, 2 celestials, and 400 souls. So if you needed like 5, ouch. Okay, that is actually a little bit more than I thought. Wow. Yeah, that can burn through things really quick. Or we could make 126 of them. That would be horrifically bad. Make that many. Yeah, well, let's just go against this thing. Let's go bring out the guard again, the quick guard. The really quick guard. One of the better ways for us to take out that famine. Especially if he doesn't have a Spirit Fox version of that team. If he did, then this would be a really bad idea. Well, speaking about really bad ideas, we have nothing to do right there. I guess we move this and hope for something off the top, or we try building Alchemist. Let's go the Alchemist route. I don't really care if we get froze. Oh yeah, I guess I kind of do. Wait. Hold up. Now we lose our turn here. Well, we're going to lose our turn regardless, so we might as well take a 3-pair there. Oh, thank you, Shuffle. That's exactly what we needed, and why I was going to say it doesn't matter if we were frozen, though it kind of did, because we had to do a different move the previous turn. We'll move that down. I think I'll wait on the Hellcat. What's he going to do? A Skull? Yeah, it looks like he's going to do a Skull, so we throw a guard. Get a Hellcat down. Get another guard. And that's pretty much match. Or very, very close to it. Anything else we need to move? Looks like it's it. Throw a guard. And there we go. Very easy. Quick wipe. Let's see. Also, how am I still not doing dungeon? Let's go to dungeons. There we go. We actually did this on our other account already. Our other account's beating us in dungeons, apparently. We can move that over. Take that one over. Get a Mercy down. Oh! Okay, good. We do have alignment. Success. And we get the little extra cascade in there. Get a little bit of red. Throw down a Hellcat. Get an Alchemist down. And should be good to go. Get that down. Boom. Get a garden. Move that over. Get a nice Hellcat down. What else? What else? Move that one over. That cascade. And can we get a guard? Yeah, we'll just throw a guard now. And then we Hellcat for the kill. If he would end his turn and not summon. No! Okay. If he would have done that, that would have been so annoying. We would have easily been able to get another guard off on it, though. Yeah, I know. I won't forget dungeons. I think we've only forgotten it like about 2 or 3 times. Though it's not even me who forgets. I mean, it is me who normally forgets it. Sometimes the chat will remember more than me. With all you guys. I'll like look at the chat after the fact. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot to do dungeons. Like after I've already ended the stream. Let's see. We don't have any extra turn option, do we? Other than yellow, obviously. Okay, we'll just move that then. And now we'll cast that. Get a Hellcat on... You gotta be kidding me if there's still none. There we go, blue. That was not enough for an Alchemist, though. So it is enough for a guard, so I guess we'll throw that. And now we just need one little poke. We'll move that over. It's full mana. That's also full mana on him. Throw an Alch. And that's way more than enough damage. If I can click. There we go. You're using Herdmaster, Ragdagord, Rowan, and Siren for what? For Explorer? That sounds pretty decent. Let's see. Yeah, you would just throw the Rowan on a red or a yellow on the opposing team if you could. And then you just go into a, whatever it fills, and then you Rowan. Excuse me. And then you throw Rowan, and then you hopefully win. That sounds perfectly fine. I normally run with double Siren whenever I do it, just because sometimes the first Siren will fail. Because there's always that possibility. Yeah, going with one Siren for the additional board control can work as well. What do we move? I think we take brown down into a red chance, which we don't get. Oh, but he does extra turn for us, so I guess we still get it. After all. So move that. Get a Mercy down for all the manas. Throw a Hellcat down because we can. Throw a guard down because we can. And we'll be good to go. Oh, never mind. Move that as well. Move that as well. And now we can throw it down. Nope. Okay, never mind, yeah. I was going to take that to try to get a 4-time skull, but taking that would immediately give us 3 times, so that would not work. We'll just throw that down. He gets a bit of value there. Why didn't he take it for extra turn? Wait, let me watch the replay. Pretty sure there was an extra turn just sitting there and he didn't take it. What? He had a choice of taking an extra turn, yet didn't take it. Why? That was weird. He could have totally extra turned the move he just took for a skull, but he didn't go for it for whatever reason. Okay, well, that's team wipe. That's what AI gets for not doing the right move. And there we go. Wow, you get very little gold from doing these battles. And we'll go claim all of our resources, our runics, our little bit of everything. There we go. I got dungeons done for today. You use white, double alkalite, and Cabarrus for explore and soul farming purposes. Let's see. I guess that could kind of work. What are you really going to be winning with, though? It seems like it'll be a little bit slow with getting the alkalites up. Unless I'm thinking of something different. Isn't Alkalite one that creates like a bunch of brown? Let me see. Alkalite. Yeah, I think it might be a little bit too slow with that. You do get pretty quick Stone Link, though. You'd probably want to throw a full AoE, though, not a Cabearus. Cabearus can only kill one at a time. That strategy could work, but you would need something that could hit multiple things. You could even do it with something as simple as the War and Peace weapon from the Kazale. After you've completed part of Adana and then all of Kazale, you'll get the bonus questline at the end of Kazale, which will then give you a weapon that hits all enemies. And is a brown-green weapon that hits all enemies that your hero can use. And you set that to a brown hero class, such as the Dragon hero class or the one from Adana, which you probably would already have if you completed out Adana. So you could just use something as like that, get that weapon, and then start hitting crazy, and just use the Alkalites to fill it up quickly. I used to do that with Soothsayers, actually. I used to use War and Peace with Archer class with 3 Soothsayers back before Mechanist was even a thing. But yeah, I used to do that in just challenges, and it wins pretty quick. You could apply the same thing to Explore as well. It wouldn't work as good at Explore because you would have to double shot. Before you were able to single shot, and still can within challenges. But yeah, depending on what you want to do, depending on what you're trying to farm, that could also end up working. Oh, I see. You're doing it for the souls too while you're doing it. Oh, I didn't even notice that because of the white. I kind of completely forgot he does souls. He hasn't always done souls, but they did end up changing that a while back. I think like a year ago. I sometimes keep forgetting because he generally doesn't get used too often. At least in late game. Because everyone just runs Crimson Mat and stuff instead. Well, we'll go for a Mercy there. But they don't give souls, but a white does. Move that over, move that over. Nothing to do there. Actually, with all the things so close to each other, I don't think there's a single move that gives an extra turn. So we'll go through a guard into another power-up, and then we win. Looks like we do this all into the green there. Get all of our manas, double check for extra turns, which I'm still surprised that there are none with a board like that. And we'll need one more cast, so it's not really going to matter. Also surprised he didn't get an extra turn somehow. And now we can just convert this out, and that is way beyond match. I'll just go for a skull, because this saves us the seconds. That precious seconds. Doesn't make that big a difference. But there we go. Yeah, Ferrous Raw is pretty useful for soul farming. He might be eventually craftable. Well, he definitely will be. It's only a matter of time before he goes into the Soul Forge. They can't hide him forever. They have no control over what can actually be created in the Soul Forge, though. It's actually 100% random what does and does not appear currently within the Soul Forge. They will be fixing this in the future to have some kind of rhyme and reason to it. But as this current moment in time, they are 100% pure random. But that will be changed, probably next patch. Any extra turns? Nope. Yeah, it should be good. So we'll throw a guard now. Get that down. Also, is that an all-monster team? I believe it is. Yes, it is. Where's our cast here? We don't have blue. We don't have green. A lot of things we can take a lot of mana from, but none of them actually give an extra turn, other than yellow. Which obviously we don't want to do, but I will do it anyways, because I need it to hit something. And now we have like nothing to do, so we'll throw a Mercy into an Alchemist, hopefully. Does that give us anything? It surprisingly does. A little bit right there. Now we can throw it into a Hellcat, and that'll clear enough board so that we can do anything now. But we'll just go for the guard. Oh, that wasn't enough damage. What is this madness? Oh, we can just Hellcat him for anything. Oh, whoops, that wasn't enough damage either. Fail. Well, we'll just do that and then hit him with anything. Doesn't even matter. Down he goes. Double fail. Okay, hey, a revenge battle against all monsters again. Looks like by the end of this week we're going to be hitting about double the requirement, apparently. So we'll go throw a Mercy down right here. Get that rolling. What else we have to move? I guess we could take a yellow into a blue. That's not too bad. Get that going. Get a Hellcat down onto brown. See if we can get an Alchemist somewhere. Yeah, I'll throw it on green here. Get that down. See if we can get a nice Hellcat. And... oh, did we throw a guard or not? No, we don't throw it yet. Take a skull, take a skull. Get one last Hellcat in. Take whatever extra turns remain. And... let's see, is that it? Yeah, that's about it. And we'll just throw a guard. That reminds me, I need to study up on puzzle quests later tonight before I go to bed. Because it has been a while, and I actually need to look some stuff up, because we are going to be 100%ing the game. And in order to truly 100% the game, there's actually a decision that you have to make relatively early in the game that I believe we'll be able to reach in the first stream, that you have to choose a certain path in order to actually 100% the game, which I believe is somewhat more of the darker side, but it allows you access to some of the parts of the game that you normally would not be able to if you chose a different option. So technically for 100% we would have to choose the weirder path, which I didn't actually do the first time around either. So it doesn't really come into play until much later into the game, I don't believe. Alright, move that, throw guard. Is that enough damage? Should be. Do you think Puzzle Quest 1 or 2 is better? Oh, Puzzle Quest 1 by a mile and a half. Way better. I actually didn't care for Puzzle Quest 2 that much. It felt really elongated, and it had better graphics at the cost of gameplay. I did like some of the mini-games that were within it, which were kind of cool, but I thought the pace of Puzzle Quest 2 was just way too slow. They could have condensed it by like half and it would have been fine. Whereas with Puzzle Quest 1, I don't know, it just felt better. The only thing that's slightly annoying about Puzzle Quest 1, though, is a lot of things will tend to block your path. When you go from one location to another. You do eventually get the ability to skip this, depending on what stats you go for, but it's still really annoying to have to, while you don't have the stats, to have to keep constantly fighting. If you want to go from one city to another, you might have to do like 3 to 5 fights between those two cities if you want to go cross like the entire map. And then if you want to go back again, you'll have to go back and do those same or similar 3 or 4 so fights again. And the biggest problem with that is, in Puzzle Quest 1, you get a really, really slow board start compared to Gems of War, because there isn't anything like an Empowered or anything like that that you can use to speed up the start of the game. The start of the game in Puzzle Quest 1 is relatively slow, but then once you get going, it goes pretty quick. But until then, it's a little bit of a glacial speed until like the first several 10 to 15 turns, because you are using one hero that can do a bunch of casts instead of a bunch of troops that can do individual casts. So you have this gigantic mana pool that you normally need to utilize before you can really do anything. There is a really overpowered effect in that game, though, that we are going to be utilizing. It's poison and disease. Probably the 2 weakest things in Gems of War are actually the most powerful things in Puzzle Quest, which are kind of funny. I think that might actually be why they're so weak in Gems of War, is because of Puzzle Quest. They were like, oh yeah, we made this way too overpowered. Let's not do that again. It might explain why disease is like one of the worst stats effects in this game, yet one of the best in Puzzle Quest. They learned from their lesson, except they did the inverse problem, and now they made it too weak instead of the most overpowered thing in the entire game. But yeah. Let's see. What else do we have to do? I guess we'll go start getting a little bit more gold. We're almost at 1 million. I don't think we'll actually get 1 million right now, though. I eventually wanted to see if we could get 1 billion gold, but then I decided not to, mainly because the amount of time it would take to get that much gold is almost a year. So I was like, yeah, no. I didn't realize that until I actually calculated. It's like, yeah, I get 1 million gold every week, probably even a little more than that. It shouldn't be too hard to get 1 billion. Then I actually calculated it out, and it's like, no, that takes way too long. Actually, how long does it take? Let's see. 1 second. If we assume casual play, and I would need to know how much we can gain per hour. I do believe you can easily do 200,000 per hour with proper teams going for speed. So if we do that and go into 1 billion, how many zeros is that? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, divided by 200,000, and that would end up taking... Oh, yeah, that's why we didn't do it. It would take 5,000 hours. That is why. There's only one person in the entire game that I know has ever gotten 1 billion gold in Gems of War, and that is, oh, I forget his name, JHJK? It was 4 random letters that began with D. DHJL. It was DHJL. He used to be the person who played the absolute most in this game. He used to consistently make #1 rank on the leaderboard. Even against bots, he would still end up beating them. He was really, really good, and he was definitely a legitimate player, too. for the longest of time, but then he ended up eventually quitting, not because of the game itself, but just because of real life things, like work and stuff. But yeah, he had a really solid rate. He was the highest level in the game for the longest amount of time, until or at least until he left, and then that became Tech9's role. Okay, we'll throw a guard there, and get an alchemist down. Except I kind of destroyed the board and the weirdness I was doing earlier. I have no clue what my previous 2 moves were. That was really bad. Mercy, here, go cleanse us some. We'll go get an alchemist down, and should be good from there. We'll throw that down, get a Hellcat, and should be solid. What a move, what a move. Do we go alchemist? Yeah, we'll go alchemist. Get down to purple. Not really the color we want to go for because we normally want to save it for the mercy. What gets you the most EXP? The most EXP currently in the game is to use a really quick bomb-bot team or something of the such for a challenge while you have a 100% bonus from your guild. To do this, you basically have to make your own guild or join a really small guild or join a guild that consistently always gets 100% bonus from Guild Wars. Of course, any week that you end up doing it, let's see, do we have it right now? Or any day that you end up doing it, you get the 100% EXP bonus, and you'd basically perpetually need to have this bonus. So you would need to make sure you win every single Guild War day ever. So you can either make your own guild or just join a really solid one that it tends to always win first in their bracket or something like that. Other than that, you would just basically go into challenges, go to any really easy challenge, doesn't really matter which, though I'm pretty sure the absolute best would probably be first challenge Divinian Fields, and then you just throw a standard bomb-bot team or anything of the such on the highest difficulty that you can win it on, which I believe is Warlord 2 or Warlord 3, I believe it's Warlord 2, I actually don't know off the top of my head right now, but you'd basically just keep repeating this over and over again, and this would, with Mechanist class, not with this class. But you just basically do this, and that would give you the quickest win rate in the entire game. Or the quick, well, win rate as well, but quickest EXP in the entire game. And yeah, you just keep repeating that a billion times over, and that's basically how you rush EXP. There isn't anything that gives more EXP than this, from what I'm aware of. Tech9 has never actually said what he uses, but this is pretty sure what he uses, especially with how many wins he has on Mechanist class, which would be required to do this exact method. He's definitely doing something really similar to this if he's not doing exactly this. But yeah, that's basically how you would end up doing it. And you would just repeat that an absurd amount of times over and over again. But yeah, we get 155 EXP per battle. I believe if we do a normal battle in PvP, that's only like 100 something. So that little bit extra bonus that you get from the difficulty helps a bit. Now you just gotta chase down Tech. That I would not advise doing. That would take a very long time. He has a really large gap. Even if I started playing 10 hours a day for the next year, I don't think I would even catch up to his level. He has that huge of a gap right now compared to pretty much everyone else in the game. So that's not really realistic to ever catch up to him. You could maybe get close, but like maybe second or third or fourth or fifth. But catching up to him specifically, assuming that he's still going for trying to stay #1 and trying to get to like 2,000 or something, that is not possible to catch up. It is a really large gap these days. The closest person, I believe, is around 500 hours of gameplay away from him. Maybe even more than that. It's a pretty large amount of time away. What should we throw at it? I don't know. I've been enjoying using guard. I haven't been using it as much. I forgot how much I actually enjoy this thing. I stopped using it for the longest of time due to Kraken and stuff, but Kraken's kind of dead now, which is kind of nice. He's still a really strong troop, don't get me wrong. It's still one of the strongest troops in the game. It's just between the nerfs and some of the changes and the fact that munchers are around everywhere this week, some people kind of dropped it. And hopefully that will persist because, I don't know. Kraken's a little bit annoying to deal with. Definitely a little annoying. Alright, we'll throw down blues. Move that up. Throw that over. See if we can get a guard after we get all these extra turns. Looks like we can. Throw a guard, throw a mercy, go from there. Nice guard. Get a mercy down. Almost full mana. Definitely full mana. There we go. Move that down, move that down. Get another guard down. Nothing else we can move for that. And now we just get our mana back one last time and we'll be good to go. There we go. Hellcats. You do not have... Oh, yeah, you do. But it doesn't even matter. We just throw that down. Oh, I forgot to check how much EXP we actually get from a PvP battle. I'm kind of curious what the difference is. I believe it's around a 30 more EXP per battle or something. that you would get from having the higher difficulty on. I actually forgot to see what the exact value is. I am not 100% sure. Find out in a moment. Oops, why did I give him that? Fail. Hello, Krakens. We were just talking about you. Oh, we're frozen on green. Fail. I forgot. Oh, the fail. Hopefully we can get Mercy soon. I might... Actually, I might just have to throw it on the board just to get the cleanse. We're going to have to. We get no value out of it. I need to get rid of the freeze. So, do we get rid of yellow? I think I have to. We'll do that. At least we get a guard out of it, if nothing else. And we actually have Alchemist, too. Never mind. We can fix the entire board. There we go. We fixed everything that was wrong with it. Very nice. Get the Alchemist down again. Need to try stopping the board on a Skull Distract. Wherever we end the board, there has to be at least one Skull Distract, so we'll leave that there. So next turn, he should go for that, and then we can just go for Hellcat into the top. Perfect. Exactly what we needed. Then throw an Alchemist down. Throw another Hellcat down on something. Have a green. Move that over. Move that over. Guard, dead. And there we go. You wish to task a trash defense team for PvP. Wait, you use a trash defense team for PvP, but you still get wins? How does this even happen? It could be very low-level players fighting you. It is possible for ridiculously low-level players to fight. It could be disconnects. It could be any number of things. I end up getting wins with this team. It's 4 Krakens. Literally just 4 Krakens. And it has around whatever my win rate is right now. It has won 1/3 of its battles. With just 4 Krakens, it has won 1/3 of its battles. Actually, slightly more than 1/3. Oh, no, exactly 1/3. No, slightly more than 1/3. Yeah. But yeah, 3 Krakens have somehow managed, or 4 Krakens, my bad, have somehow managed to win 30% of its battles. I mean, 33%. 1/3. But yeah, that's... it happens. It does happen. Yeah, I assume it's from disconnects and stuff like that, or just very low-level players. Because you do have to keep in mind that someone like 1/10 of your level could possibly find you as an opponent. And if they happen to try fighting you, even if you set some of the weakest teams, just your sheer stats on your troops might be enough to kill them. Without it even being a legitimate team. Okay, we'll throw an Alchemist down. Move that up. Move that down. And I guess we'll just go for guard. Throw a Hellcat. Oh, I don't want to do it on purple though. We'll do it on blue. There we go. And what else? Throw that on purple. Get a guard down. Just make sure we take all the turns first. Looks good. And Hellcat for cleanup. Or a skull. Nope, Hellcat it is. And that is match. Down it goes. Also, good evening, Quiu F. Quinterell. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Could you try Gorgolfa, Corvash, Year-Old Kraken? Sure, we can go try that. I don't see why not. Go give it a shot. Let's see. What are we up against? Ooh. Ugh. Let's go do it on our 2 trophy. I don't want to have to deal with what that team is. I think that team has beat us about 5 times today. And I'm not even kidding with that. It has gotten a lot of wins against us. Okay, let me go clear out this team. It actually works surprisingly well. I'm kind of surprised. Okay. What were we putting in here? We need a Gorgolfa, Corvash, Yarrow, looks like pure brown, and a something. A Kraken. Oh, never mind, it's not pure brown. I lied. Whenever I say Gorgolfa, Corvash is like, yep, it's brown day, and nope, it's not. Kraken and a Yarrow. Because Gorgolfa Corvash is one of the most simplest things you can use for basically auto win on the Brown Guild War Day. I don't know where I was going with that. But yeah, on Brown Guild War Day, you're pretty much auto win with that combo. Let's see. What banner do we go with this? I guess we'll just go brown-yellow. Just rush up the, where's brown-yellow? We'll just rush up the Gorgolfa and go from there. If I can find it. There we go. We'll roll with that. And see what we can do with it. Okay, so move that down. And take the brown, take yellow, go from there. Hopefully we'll have a yellow possibility over there. Take the blue, there's a sitting there. Take the skull into yellow for free. And what else we need to move around? We need to get Gorgoltha going so we can actually get the team going. Oh, I got a Corvash for backup for defense. There we go, double manas. And we'll store a Corvash. And we'll just Gorgoltha it. And what else? What else? Need a little bit more manas. Where are you, mana? We'll take the red, I guess. We need to get more Ural going. I normally don't like to use this many different gem spawns onto a single team, just because the board can get a bit clunky. We have board clear though, so I guess it doesn't matter as much. We could just do something like that if we need to clear out the board, if it's not looking good in either favor. Like right now, it's not looking good for Kraken. Now it's still not looking good for Kraken, so we'll throw something like this instead. Of course it missed still, but oh well. Had a better chance than the other one. Like Kraken's still missing right now, most likely. I guess we'll go for it. Yep, still misses. Get a board clear. Should have board cleared first, probably. Well, we can just Corvash kill. And down it goes. Yeah, and Furnace is pretty amazing. It does a storm for you of a pretty useful color. It does a lot of damage, and it has some mana generation. It reminds me a lot of a damage version, a high damage version of Dragon Soul. It trades off some of its explosions for better damage and better chance at getting an extra turn. And yes, Infernus actually does have a better chance of extra turning than a Dragon Soul. Or let's say this, a Dragon Soul with no Storm has a worse chance of extra turning than an Infernus with a Storm. But if the Infernus still doesn't have a Storm yet, then yes, the Dragon Soul would have a better chance still. And of course, a Dragon Soul with a Storm would have a better chance than an Infernus with a Storm. But yeah, the fact that he creates his own Storm, if I'm not mistaken, he's the only Exploder in the entire game right now that creates his own Storm, or at least multi-exploder. There are a couple single explosions like Golem that has an explode that also creates a Storm. This guy, he does a single explode and also creates a Storm, but I'm talking about multi-explosion. I'm pretty sure he is the only Stormer to have a explosion. So there's Infernus. He's the only one here. So none of these have it, none of these have it, none of these have it, none of these have it. Yep, he is currently the only Exploder in the entire game that has its own Storm. So yeah. That's one of the things that makes him pretty good. He has a 5 explosion static, so even if he has 0 magic, he still gets it. With a firestorm that he creates once an enemy dies. And that's a pretty decent combo alone, not even counting everything else that he gets as far as value. Isn't he craftable right now too, if I'm not mistaken? He's not that bad of a craft, actually. I'd still say wait for things like, what's his name? For like a Famine or a Fairish Raw in particular. But yeah, Infernus is definitely not a bad craft if you really did want him. He's also currently the easiest thing to burn all enemies with due to his final trait if you happen to be able to afford it. Really good utility. Not really a necessity, but he's pretty fun to use. I use him mainly with Elamagrim. Hello, Techni! Welcome! We were talking about you earlier. Highest level in the game. Let's just throw this yellow team, I guess, to go destroy them. The title is +2 stats to all allies, and that is what this team is. I really wish I had 3 Scorpiuses, so I could actually go and spam +4 stats to all allies per turn. I think there is at least one person who has done that in this game so far. Because I saw someone on a forum post I was randomly reading earlier mention something like that. Pretty sure at least one person has done it. Realistically, I wasn't going to bother because the amount of resources we would need to get 3 Scorpiuses would have been a complete waste, so I wasn't going to bother. There'll be more in the future that are going to likely have that same mechanic. There's already 2 troops with it. They're likely to add it to even more. I really want to see what happens when you do +4 stats to all allies per turn. That must be really overpowered. I can only imagine that on a troop that's actually like amazingly good. Like not a Scorpius, not like a random Bard class, but like a serious like mythic that has an insane ability. It's probably going to be really broken, and they might need to consider nerfing it if that ever does happen. Yeah, 4 stats per turn. If it's even a remotely decent troop, is going to be insane. Even 2 stats per turn is already pretty solid. And that's every single stat too, including magic, which is one of the things that really makes it pretty powerful. This 1 stat per turn gain thing is one of the easiest ways in the entire game to actually obtain magic. It is way overscaled compared to most other means of obtaining magic in the game. It's generally a really slow process, yet we can get like 10 magic in about a minute if we just keep skipping our turns. Oops, why did I do that? I'm just trying to swipe it in a direction that isn't even a possible move. Good job. Alright, well, we'll go for a guard here. Get that down. Also, Salty ended up leaving us. I wonder who's going to be doing the Monday streams now, or are they even going to be having Monday streams? Because wasn't she the one who basically always played on the Monday stream that they started doing as of recently? They're going to have no stream. We'll stream for them now. Oh, we lost. Though that's to be expected. Our defend team is literally 4 Krakens. Actually, what's more interesting is, who have we won against? With 4 times Krakens. Oh, we can't see any. Every single one of them is a lose. I'm really curious, though. Who on Earth can lose to 4 times Kraken? It has happened. It's a third of our battles are wins, so... It has happened several times already. Okay, what do we need to move here? We'll go for the Golfa. Start getting that rolling. It's strange how the meta has gone from never wanting to give the enemy a turn to wanting to deliberately pass a lot of turns. It basically has. Sometimes. Unless you're up against a Queen Mab team or Famine team, in which case you want to do as much as possible as quickly as possible. But yeah, as far as some of these like slower teams that kind of buff up over time or degrade the enemy over time, it has shifted quite a bit into the favor of going, not exactly slowly, but going in the favor of not infinitely looping. You still can infinitely loop and get away with it, but infinitely looping is not even as quick sometimes compared to just rushing up a bunch of turns, skipping as many as you can, buffing up, and then casting a bunch. 35 explosions, that is easily the entire board. Throw a guard down, hopefully it doesn't ruin it for us. Good. Oh no, never mind, that was an extra turn. I thought I heard an extra turn sound. Apparently not. There we go, that one is definitely an extra turn sound. So we throw the guard there, get huge damage. Even if he does that, it's not going to matter much. We just throw right back into it, some of our mana, and just get another Golfa into whatever. Or actually, mainly into guard. That's the whatever. Oh no, he killed! I didn't even realize it was that low. Oh wow, never mind. That's unfortunate. Gotta be careful now. Yeah, we'll just make oh, duh. Let's be careful by giving him all the mana he needs. There we go. Very careful. What to move, what to move. I want a skull. I need a skull. We need an extra turn too. Where are you, turns? We'll move that over. That didn't really help much. Well, let's keep taking browns and blues. Take a double brown, take a blue, 2 blues. What else we need to move? We don't have a drop over there. But we can drop a bunch of things. Oh, we'll just take the brown. He takes a skull, and now we just need 1 little mana take, so we'll take that, and that is a match. That took a little bit longer than it needed to. And down it goes. Yeah, is there anything else you guys want me to go over? Just let me know. Otherwise, this will probably be the final battle. Dun dun dun. No, but we'll be back tomorrow with all the normal stuff. Also, some of the non-normal stuff too. Like we'll be starting up. Oh, why did I do that? Gosh, we'll be starting up Puzzle Quest again. That should be a lot of fun. It has been a very long time since I played Puzzle Quest. I think it's been 9 months now since I have played a single Puzzle Quest match. It's been a pretty long time. Let's see. Well, we'll take another skull. Get the little poke. We'll still be doing our normal stuff tomorrow. Our normal stream for a couple hours. Give out 2 codes. Take a small break. Go into Puzzle Quest for most of the rest of the time. And then we'll still have our normal 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time stream that we do every night. For whatever color Guild War tomorrow is. We'll get that down. Nice little guard. And now we just Golfa into whatever. Let me take mana. Why not? Oh, I was hoping for a double skull. Didn't get it. Maybe we'll get it off of Golfa. We get a fresh new board that doesn't give us a skull. Come on, he gets the double skull. There we go. And down it goes. But anyways, guys, I hope you all... Oh, wait, never mind. There's a question. What are the chickens or chances with... why did I read that as chickens? I somehow just read chances as chickens. Good job. What are the chances with Forest Guardian, Hellcat, Dragon Soul, Amnesia? Random, but that's what you got. What are my chances? Yeah, I know. I read that as chicken. Though, I don't know what that actually means, though. Wait, what are my chances with Forest Guardian, Hellcat, Dragon Soul, Amnesia for winning in PvP? That doesn't sound horrible. A little bit of a weird combination with Forest Guardian, though. I don't understand what the Forest Guardian is being used for in that team. But everything else seems pretty solid. Only one Arcane left. Congratulations, Maximuse. So close. Wait, how's that all yellow? Oh, Forest Guardian. Oh, I read that as Forest Troll for some reason. Forest Guardian, Hellcat, Dragon Soul. Dragon Soul is not yellow, though. Amnesia. I hope you realize that. You did say yellow there, right? All yellow? Yeah, Dragon Soul's not yellow. Other than that, that seems okay. You would need a damage source, though. That's not Dragon Soul. You would need to put that where the Dragon Soul is, in that slot. But past that, yeah, you'd probably be fine. If you have a Moloch, that'd be pretty good, because it's yellow and you get to feed the red by Hellcat into it. So you'd be able to keep getting that up, keep draining them so they can't do their really high impact abilities. Let's see. You secretly want to play Stardew Valley again? Yes, we will be doing that on Sunday. We have been doing it. It was only that 1 week we didn't end up doing it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for tonight. I'll see you all later. We'll be back with all the other stuff tomorrow, the redeem codes, the other normal stream, all that, and puzzle quests. We'll be bringing that back. So we'll see how all that goes. Thank you all so much for coming down. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend, or start of your weekend. It's really just starting. It's only Friday. Getting ahead of myself here. Thought it was Saturday for whatever reason. But yeah, getting ahead of myself. But anyways, have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you all later. And best of luck with everything. Goodbye, everyone. Also, don't forget, next Friday, 1 week from today, new Mythic coming out for Gems of War. So we'll be messing around with all that when that does come out. Anyways, have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Good night.